I've always loved the purity of mentalism. And I guess by that I mean the clarity of the challenge, the premise, mentalism, and particularly the ultimate idea is I can read your mind. What you think is private to most people, but not to me. And it's almost a horror movie. There's something terrifying, right? As opposed to saying, I can make this coin vanish. Mentalism, sort of a little bit more, I don't know, menacing potentially. So today I'm going to reveal a secret to a very cool trick that is kind of one of a million versions of a holy grail of mentalism. Because the effect is literally this simple. You have somebody think of something, right? You write something down on a playing card. You put the card on the table. You have the person name it out loud what they were thinking so everybody else can appreciate the moment. You turn over the card and that is it. And what's really exciting about this is it's not what card you're thinking of or what number or what's your date of birth. It's literally any word in the English language. Okay, so all the usual outs and these kinds of things, forces, are not going to work here. It's very broad and very shocking in that regard. You're going to love it because it's simple to do. It's very direct. I'm going to show you the performance. I'm going to reveal the secret. Now, before we do that, I want to mention one or two other things. That's number one, if you're newer to magic or newer to kind of the stuff I've been creating, developing over the years, then in a moment when I say two words, they'll mean nothing to you. But if you're a longer time fan, then when I say these two words in just a moment, you're going to immediately think one way or the other. You'll smile or maybe you'll spit on the ground. Boris Pocus. I said it, Boris Pocus, because I've created and developed a whole bunch of different kinds of solutions for this mentalism challenge. But none of them, in my mind, are quite so wonderful in their way or as direct or as ingenious in a way as a method that was created by Mr. Boris Pocus a long time ago. So in a moment, see the performance with the explanation. We're also going to, as we usually do, I'm going to announce the winners of the last contest. It's been a few weeks, my bad. So, I'm going to announce the winners of all you guys are going to have won the camouflage gimmick. Going to also hold a contest. You're going to have a chance to leave a comment down below. What are we giving away this week? Zigzag, my zigzag card trick. You can check it out at sankeymagic.com. Zigzag is very cool, based on this famous stage illusion. But with a playing card, you visibly pull out the middle and, that kind of thing. It looks really cool. It's easy to do, kind of a very left of center method. Anyway. And finally, because this is a homage to Mr. Boris Pocus, this week I'm going to be holding a very special promotion combining Extremely Mental, which is the whole Boris Pocus project, Extremely Mental, with definitely my best-selling all-time mentalism gimmick I've ever released in the magic community. We often sell out, and that is my slider gimmick, the paperclip slider gimmick. Plus, this week only, with every order, I'm also going to be including not one, but two jumbo paperclip slider gimmicks. You get two, they're jumbo side, perfect for stand-up shows and family shows and all that. So the whole thing is just a very cool mentalism pack this week. But first, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, troubled little snails and birds falling from the sky. All of you, put your hands, your insect digits, your barely functioning wings together for Mr. Boris Pocus.
Boris wonders if maybe you have ever heard of NLP. NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. The principle behind this fascinating technique is that the way in which a person asks a question, merely asks the question, can dramatically yet subtly influence the answer given. Now granted, this theory is mostly just a theory. It would take a very, very intelligent person to be able to use NLP on a regular basis, and big surprise, Boris uses it all the freaking time. Alright? Alright? Very important to know. However, I will now try something that isn't so much about verbal tricks as it is about psychic power. To be exact, mental. It's all about mental. That's right. I will try something now using two playing cards. All right. On one, I will write a prediction. That's right. Predict the future. And on the other, instructions. From this moment forth, Boris will not make a sound. I see it. I will put my prediction down on the table. Just like that. Now you of course are at home, so I cannot hear you, but let's say there's someone here and let's say they say an elephant. They say, oh, it's an elephant. I go, all right. And of course, the layperson, the spectator answers that no, you did not, Boris, you did not say anything at all. I go, look. You will name an elephant.
You got to admit, that is a very direct and shocking piece of mentalism, okay? In just a second, I'm going to show you the secret. You're going to love performing this. The reactions I've gotten with this. I don't mean me. I mean Mr. Boris Pocus. He's told me the reactions he gets with it are really wonderful. Really wonderful. Great. Because it's strong. It's very strong. The winners. Let's first jump into this and do a little, what do they call it? Housework or something? Anyway, here are the winners from the last contest. You guys all won camouflage gimmick, okay? Here we go. Red Chandler, Kip Nails, Oliver Vinacore 2825, Crane 5, Slight 0789, Haunted Ventures FX, whoa, Killer Wolf 042, Hat Sherp Soot, so it's Hats Hep Sut 295, Celia Awesome, it's kind of S-E-L-I, awesome, you won. Beetle Reacts, this is how Beetle Reacts won. And finally, Marcio Martinso, one of those two you won. As always, send an email to my team, please. Let them know, hey, I won the camouflage gimmick. Send an email. You can send it to contact@sankeymagic.com, okay? Send it there. Let them know your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address, and they will send out this gimmick. I mentioned earlier that this week, as a homage to Mr. Boris Pocus, we are combining, I'm putting together a sort of a 3-part package deal, just a wonderful value too. The whole thing is actually, what did I work out the math? I'm not great with math. Yeah, the whole thing is a $60 value, okay, $60 value for just $29.95, okay, and that's just for the slider and for Extremely Mental. You get the DVD and the download, okay, but it's worth it then as a very special bonus on top of all that. So you're saving 50%, then on top of all that, you're also getting the not one, but the 2 jumbo slider gimmicks as well as a bonus on top of everything else. So like I said, I do think it's a killer deal. And I know a bunch of you do not know who Mr. Boris Pocus is. So without further ado, here's Mr. Boris Pocus.
Get a spoon, sharpen it till it's razor sharp. Take the spoon and slowly dig to the back of your head with the spoon until you hit something mushy.
When it comes to Mr. Boris Pocus, almost everyone agrees on 2 things. The guy is absolutely nuts, and he's inspired me to develop some of the most powerful and easy to do mentalism I've ever created. With just one sleight, you'll be able to get the psychic sense of someone else's business card and even be able to draw it. And with just one sleight, you'll be able to reveal the name of any person, dead or alive, written down on a piece of paper and then set on fire by a spectator. Without any awkward questions, fishing, quick glimpses, impression gimmicks, or any difficult center tear techniques. With impulse control, someone can think of any card in the pack, and it's a truly free choice. any one of the 52 cards, and it always matches your mystery card. The trick instantly resets, and again, only one sleight. You'll even learn to mess with minds with several tricks that are so diabolical, they don't need any sleight of hand at all. Colorblind is one of the top 10 mentalism tricks I've ever created. Someone merely thinks of one of 6 colors, and you're always able to reveal the exact color they had in mind. With True Believer, from a bunch of different keys, you psychically guide someone to find the one key that unlocks the lock. And with Speechless, someone can think of literally any object in the entire world, and your prediction is correct every single time.
I can predict the future, I can read minds, cause the tornado, I can do it all. This effect is like dropping an anvil on a child's head on a hot day. Very strong. Very, very strong. Creepy. Creepy, weird, crazy. Creepy, weird, crazy, kind of... very weird. It's strange. It's crazy. It drives people nuts. People scream, they dance, they cry, they beg. Oh, how they beg, Boris. They beg, Boris. I don't help them. I leave them. Boris leaves them with the agony, the confusion, the fear. The preparation is this. First, you'll need 2 Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds are the best cards because they are red, there's plenty of white space. Very clear. On the top of both, you write name any object. Period. Leave some space. Then you write, did I say anything? Question mark on both, on the bottom. Alright? These 2 you can use again and again if you happen to be doing a sort of a mental thing at the walk around situation. Alright? This one is the 3rd card. Again, note, it is a low spot card, it is red, it's a red card, and it has you will, that's all you will written on it, alright? Now, the way I'm going to show you how to do this is designed so you can do it again and again if you want. If you want, so sometimes Boris does this. On the other hand, if you want to just do one time, you can actually have nothing written on this card, nothing at all, alright? It's up to you, okay? Now, this setup. Name any object, alright? Is the right way up. Turn this one upside down. Name any object turned upside down. Alright. And then finally, the you will card is the right way up on the bottom of the 3. So upside down, name any object. Right side up, and then the you will card. 3rd from the bottom. That is the setup. Think about the effect of this. Any object, person names, any object at all. You predicted it. It's a crazy trick. Alright? Keep that in mind.
Just before we finish up the explanation for that truly shocking, very powerful, and very practical piece of mentalism, 2 quick things here. Number 1, I want to give you a chance to win Zigzag. 12 of you are going to win my Zigzag card magic effect. You can check it out at sankeymagic.com. And to enter the contest, here's what I want you to do. I want you to leave a comment down below. Just leave a comment down below on this video and tell me if Mr. Boris Pocus went down to the beach. He went down to a public beach and he was going to go for a little swim in the water. Mr. Boris Pocus, what would he be wearing, right? In your mind, what is his bathing suit? Or what is he even wearing? Like, what's he wearing? I don't even know what the guy's wearing. It could be any, who knows? It could be a couple of shoe boxes duct taped together. I don't know what he's wearing. But tell me, what do you see Boris Pocus wearing at a public beach, okay? A swimsuit, maybe tell me the color, the size, the material. Maybe he's wearing something else. I don't know. Maybe he's wearing some animals on his body. I don't know what he's doing. But you know. So leave a comment down below. Looking forward to reading all your stuff as usual, and you'll automatically be entered into the contest. And finally, I want to introduce you to Slider. A whole bunch you're familiar with it. Like I said, it's my best-selling mentalism gimmick I've ever created. Super easy to use, unlimited. The kinds of mentalism effects you can do with a whole bunch of things. So that is also being included in this deal this week only. Okay, so you're getting Slider. You're getting the complete Boris Pocus collection, okay? Together, those 2 are typically $60. You're getting both for half that. You're saving 50%, $29.95. Plus, as a really cool, and again, we just got them in stock. We always have to wait to get these, the jumbo clips for jumbo sliders. So you can do the same incredible things you can do with the slider gimmick, but now with these jumbo clips, you get 2 of them. Great for stand-up shows, great for house parties, all that kind of thing. And if you don't know about Slider, here it is right here.
Imagine you're performing for some friends, and you announce that on the back of this envelope, there's a list of 25 of the world's most famous people. Now, of course, nobody knows the name of the person, but you say, I'm going to psychically send someone in the audience the name of the person. Then you slowly slide the paperclip down the length of the envelope and ask someone to say stop whenever they have the urge. And it's not a force. They have 100% free choice to stop you wherever and whenever they want. But when you turn over the envelope and reveal the name they stopped at, they get it right every single time. And the clip can be immediately examined. Or you can introduce a balled up paper napkin and borrow a dollar bill. And slowly slide the clip down the borrowed dollar bill. And again, they can call stop whenever they want. And your impossible prediction is right every time. You can even perform the world's most portable card trick using just one card. This is Slider. It looks just like an ordinary paperclip, but it's actually a custom designed, specially machined, wonderfully versatile mentalism gimmick disguised as an ordinary paperclip. The ingenious gimmick works with notepads, store receipts, magazines, file cards, takeout menus, borrowed bills, books, envelopes, and virtually any kind of list you can think of. And if you're new to magic, you're going to love the fact that Slider requires no sleight of hand. If you can hold a paperclip in your hand, you can astound people with Slider. And people can closely examine the paperclip with a magnifying glass and never ever discover the amazing secret.
You start off by mentioning NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and sometimes people accuse you of doing that. And you say, I will say nothing from here on out. I'll write a prediction and then give you some instructions. That is all. Silent. The deck is here. Pretend to write. In your mind, think to yourself, pretend to write a prediction across the middle and down. I don't actually write. I just pretend to write something down there like that. I just pretend, all right? Then you take the card, and it must mimic later on what will be a second deal, all right? Later on, you will be doing a second deal, which is to push a card down and to take the card beneath it, all right? Or if you're not fancy with the second deals, what you can do is actually do a modification of a move called the double lift. Magicians and sleight of hand people use this, where you take the two cards as one, you have two cards, you have a little break under these two cards. The fingers go below and you pull. You just pull the card out beneath. Very simple, all right? That is an action you will use later on. But right now, all you're going to use is actually to pretend to write and then legitimately put the card down on the table. All right? Now notice, because it is upside down, it is going to go on the table positioned like so. Right? Now, next, pretend to write, name any object. Now it already says name any object on it, all right? So you just pretend to write name any object, period. You turn the hand around and you show it like that. Note that Boris is covering the bottom part of the card, okay? It's just like this. Boom, like that. Name any card. Now you want to time it, so you do this. They see name any card or name any object. You take the cards back and you pretend to take the card off. All right? But this is when you second deal. Pretend to take the card off. Wait for them to say something. Let's say they say a chair. Fine. And you put it back on like that. Very casual, okay? Just boom. You can blow on it if you want, depending on the timing of the drying of the ink, supposedly. Now, look at them when they say chair, look at them and smile. A little smile, okay? Like something subtle, all right? Then, I have the you will card. I, of course, just right now, name a chair. Like that. Now I'm going to do a second deal again. I pretend to just write something, blow on it, turn the cards down and around and point to this. Now they think I just wrote this. Did I say anything? Of course. And they say no. And as they say no, you perform the final second deal. You take the card beneath it, okay? Come over and you're going to do what is called a Mexican turnover, all right? Where you come over like this, it goes beneath. The first finger of the left hand holds down briefly. This comes over. You turn both over and the right fingers push this one off, pulling this back away. And this is why Boris is very clever. If you put this card down in a different position, it would come out like this. The spectator would need 2 beats to take in what is written on this card and by the time they're back to there, it can be confusing. You do not want confusion. You want to make sure that after you put that card down, you're in this position. At a glance, just a glance, they can see, of course, that this is that card. They come back to what they assume to be original on the table card. It says you will name a chair. Any object they named off the top of their head, you had predicted. And you're not using a nail writer. There's no difficult sleight of hand. There's no fudging questions about, well, was your aunt born in 52? Very strong. Very, very strong.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you grooved it, please click the like button. And 2 things, don't forget, if you're into mentalism, particularly super easy to do mentalism that's shocking and cool, and if you get a kick out of Mr. Boris Pocus, definitely jump on this week's promotion. $60 value, half price, just $29.95, plus on top of that, you're going to be getting 2 of the jumbo slider clips as well. So it's a great offer, really exciting mentalism pack, and please leave a comment down below. Don't forget, tell me, what is Mr. Boris Pocus wearing when he goes down to the beach? When he walks and waddles and struts his way down to a public beach? What is that freak wearing? Leave a comment down below for your chance to automatically be entered into the contest and win Zigzag. Take it easy, guys. Have a beautiful day.